Hi, I'm morakdais, and welcome back to more Kingdom Come. Let me... Hopefully I spelled that right. I tried to spell Pribitzlevitz in Discord. But anyway. Not an easy word to spell, but I mean, Polish. No, I don't want the YouTube app. The YouTube app really is like a watch-only app, and that's kinda bullshitty. I also ordered a crap ton of stuff today. I'll deal with that later. And so we have the grain. So I'm thinking, what can you get with the grain? But let's see, yeah, that's Tallenberg stone, which we definitely want. You can get charcoal from them. They're pretty friendly guys about it because we helped them out. Can't get livestock from Semopesh? I know you can get livestock from Merhoyed, but I think you have to clear this up first. And you can get... Where is it? Yeah. Livestock from Sasau, but I think livestock from Sasau is more expensive. Because Ledechko is, let's be honest, Ledechko is real freaking far. But I might want to solve Merhoyed's problem first, and then make my way down. But of course, stop by and see what we can get in that. We can now fast travel to the inn at the Glade, so I might do that first, then go up to the charcoal burners, because it's pretty easy to get to the charcoal burners from there. And you can get livestock from Ratai, but that is not too worth it, because I believe it's pretty expensive to do. I don't know why they put this live control room nonsense. But anyway, YouTube always updating things and not necessarily for the best. You? But yeah, stone, livestock, and that's pretty much all we need. You know what, let's go at the Inn of the Glade, and then go to the charcoal burners. Because there is a quest there that I kind of want to get done. And hopefully chat's working. And I need a monster. Woo! I knew I was forgetting something. And shit, it looks like I'm going to run out of energy unless I... Because I think 50 energy is when you lose the bonus. But I think I'm riding on the horse, so I'll lose less energy.
Turns up willingly for the slaughter.
Ooh, this is good. Skirmish is always a good time. Also, I can eat while I'm at it. I need the money. I need to sell that gear.
Someone there. Well, that's the end of you.
Okay, you're a town guard.
You're You'll soon be sorry for shooting. Well landed.
I like how they're like nonplussed about this guy killing him. He's bad injured too. Ooh. I suppose the bandit's not attacking me. Maybe because he surrendered, they stopped attacking him? They're just rocks. And the guards disappeared. Along with the bandit.
What's going on? Hey, who's there?
Let's just...
What's going on there? Who's there? What's that? Hi. What are you doing? Tired of
Oh, don't get caught hauling bodies. Okay, good. And they're fighting down there. Hopefully they can kill him. And also Henry is quite tired. So let's quick loot. I will take that deer hide. Don't get caught doing this. So while we're at it, let's just move everything over. Partition isn't bad. We can drop this. We don't need an axe. Woodcutter's axe is pretty garbage. I probably should have just thrown that out. Technically, we robbed a guard, but I'm tempted just to sell the Italian bassinet, even though this has less charisma. That one's noisier too. There's some nice leather boots. Anyway. Alright. Oh, that's technically stolen. Should probably not have that. I don't know why some of this stuff is coming up like that. Well, that was fast. Should give him more catnip now. Well, not tonight, but tomorrow. Before we feed him. So I'm guessing they probably chased him down. I don't see a body. Well, we're close enough. Let's just get this done from the charcoal burners.
Henry's come to see us.
Yay, they know my name.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I'd like to buy charcoal from you.
Of course, Henry. Anything for you.
It might be more than you think.
How much charcoal could you possibly need?
5 bags. On a regular basis.
Haven't you noticed winter is over?
There's a new forge in Pribislavis, and I need to supply it with charcoal, seeing as how I'm the bailiff.
Bailiff, eh? Well, I never. Congratulations.
It's not a bed of roses, but thanks.
All right. But we can't let you have that amount for nothing, even if you did help us with ginger.
Don't worry, I wouldn't expect that.
How are you going to haul the charcoal?
I've got a merchant of my own. He'll come here regularly with a wagon to pick it up. You just have to load it for him.
As you wish. About the price...
Deal.
All right, we'll send the first load as soon as your wagon gets here. Take care.
So, we have charcoal. Booyah. Now we just need to go to the inn at the Glade. Which actually, there should be a road that's real close to it. I think it's, if you go straight, it'll take you right to the inn at the Glade, right? Yeah. Well, let's just mark it to make it easier. Just fast travel there. It's not really that far. I want to open my monster and do all sorts of other stuff. So I'm guessing it was tuna night for the cats. Yeah. Alright, we need to sleep.
Good day to you.
Is there somewhere I c-
Certainly. For how long?
Just the one night?
No problem. But you pay in advance.
Here you are.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
And that should be who I think it is.
Here's your share.
My share of what? What the hell are you on about?
Well, that thing with Thomas, somehow his ring ended up with us.
Are you out of your tiny mind? If anyone finds out you robbed him, we'll all be fucked.
Take it easy. It wasn't theft exactly. We all know he stole that ring himself. So if it comes out, he'll be in the shit too. He'll keep his mouth shut.
Hey, I've got this thing going in Pribislavis, and there's plenty of problems, and, well, I could use a helping hand.
Sorry, Henry, old pal, but I'm up to my ears on my own problems. Maybe another time, when things get settled.
Alright. So I first need to do the Fritz quest. Unfortunately, it's rather limited. So it's one of those, you gotta do it as soon as you can. Like, once you start the mission, you have to just go and do it right away. And it requires a lot of stealing. Oh, well, that's all I need. I guess because the bed's comfy enough. Also, I really wish it would, like, rain or not, because honestly, it is killing me. I feel like that feeling when you're tired from the rain. Drives me nuts. Alright. So we got all the charcoal. We got all the rest. So now let's... I kind of want to resolve this first because I think once you do this for Merhoyed, you get discounted livestock. It doesn't have an icon now, but I think once you resolve it, you get it. But I might just have to go to Ledechko, which might be a better solution. And then just go... Now, you know what? Let's just go to Sasau. Let's go to the monastery. I originally wasn't going to fast travel this much, but... So we'll go to Sasau, try to help Merhoyed, question the prisoner, get all that stuff done. Ambush? Could actually use an ambush. Oh, this one. It's going to be the woman or the man. Because the woman or the man makes all the difference. It's the man. Because his other friends are coming? Good. Oh. God, those hurt so bad. What the fuck? Henry, what were you doing there? Why are you double slashing? Henry, stop missing. Oh, you bitch. Get your health back.
Kunda.
Good. You son of a bitch. Fuck yeah. Get him. Oh. Heavy Warhammer. Okay. And you had... Stalwart. Okay, pretty good. Yes. 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 Give me all this good stuff. Whew. My heart is like beating out of my chest right now. I was like so... I don't know. So worried. I know. That's just how the YouTube do. But how are you doing? Let's go back down to the road. Also... I don't know why. Something about that fight when they came out of the woods and I was hitting him and I saw the other two guys, I just instantly got that like, oh shit. I guess because I'm hyped. It's unfortunate. Before, the poison arrows were so much better. Now they seem like they're just... They've gone to pot. I guess because they were kind of broken, to be honest. Also... Damn it. It's the only problem with a shirt like that. Yeah, pretty much. No, sir, I don't like it. So, by the way, I heard on Twitter, through people I know, apparently there's going to be a Deadly Premonition 2. And that actually makes me kind of excited. Because I like Deadly Premonition. Even if it was a little... odd at points. But overall a good game. Yeah, a lot of my stuff is broken already. Yeah, it might help if I moved some of it. My horse is like, what the fuck? Every single time. Get off me, then you overload me. They had pretty much the same stuff I do. Crazy. So much stuff. Okay. Stupid ass rabbit. Now I can search the dead body. $17 groschen. So yeah, if the dead body is female, or if you hear a woman's voice right away, it's actually a speech quest. But if it's a dead guy and you hear a male's voice right away, you know 100%. But if it's a dead woman and you hear a male's voice, usually it's a speech thing. So rather interesting to note. So out of all the possible combinations, I got the speech one. Or the attack you one. What is it? So hopefully we can make like a quick 2 or 3K here. What is it, Laharl? Did you have fun puking? Alright. I don't know if that's a bandit camp or not, so let's find out. Because if it is a bandit camp, I want it. My horse doesn't have too much space, but why not? But let's find out if they're just guards or if they're bad guys. Also, how are you doing, NB? Alright, how's my health? Okay, I'm full. And let's just go ahead and get out my bow now.
Hey! Who's there?
Well, I never. The pig turns up.
Excuse me, I'm trying to shoot your friend. Ooh, right in the face. See ya. Oh, right in the eyeball. Get wrecked, fool. Ooh, almost. No, come on.
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Fuck. Excuse me? Huh? Huh?
Hey! The answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone!
Okay, Shrek. That's a hit. Oh, and he's down. Hell yeah. Easy money. Took a little bit of hits, but whatever. Time to overload the hell out of myself. Ooh, fear not. Nice. Oh, yeah. Give me that money. Ooh, nobleman's shoes. Oh, a signet ring? Oh, yeah. I should hold on to the signet ring, because I think you can get something for that somewhere else. Or it's like part of a quest, you need to kill bandits to find the signet ring. I didn't want the nettle. Gotta be careful with this heavy warhammer. You could have hurt somebody. I didn't mean to take the dagger, but that's fine. I might be too heavy to mount up. But honestly, I can literally touch Sasau at this point. I don't know why the bandits are this close to the city. Boo. Get my arrow back. Alright. Let's get rid of as many small kits as I can, or any general kits. That's weird. You repair rings with the tailor's kit? I wouldn't have expected that. But sure, whatever you want to do. Mostly because these just get some weight off of you, so. Plus it increases their value. Whee! Show some regular armorer's kits. And all these I can't repair, unfortunately. It sucks because no matter how good you are at it, there's like always a threshold where you just can't do anything about it. My nourishment is 61, so let's have one of those. A little dried meat. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm too heavy to mount up. I think you have to be at like half carry for that to work. Horsey, please. Yeah, you know what? I need all this shit. I don't care. Wait a minute. Do I have... Yes. It is nourishment 10. Oh well. I should have just take that, because a little point of strength probably would have taken like a big chunk off. Good thing people can't like rob your horse or something. Gorgeous. Probably on YouTube you can't see the little stars and stuff until they're like bright. Which also makes me wonder if they're correct, because I'm pretty sure that's Orion's belt and such. It makes me wonder if they actually kept constellations. At least, like, the basic rough outline of it. But I always wonder how, like, close games get to that type of realism. Oh, also, I don't want some guard coming up on me like that. Oh, speaking of which, can I? At least get like a little bit more off. What's the horse at? So it can take a little less than 2 pounds. I should sell those necklaces. At least sell one of them. Yeah, everything else is too heavy. Yay, walking simulator. By the way, seriously, this quarter in gaming right now, like from basically August until December, is crazy with games. Like September alone is like psychotic. Like just the sheer volume of games. Like, I can't even name, like, all of the big titles that are actually coming out, which I don't know whether it's just, like, a push because they're worried, like, next year, next-gen consoles will be released, so they want to, like, push things out. Just to make sure, you know, they get them before the system becomes quickly irrelevant. Like, I always feel bad for, like, post PS2 and PS3 launch titles, or post PS3, PS4 launch titles for the previous gen, because honestly, like, they get really screwed. Like, really bad. Because, like, there's a lot of, like, decent games that came out, it's just they came out a little too late. I think Catherine was one of them. But because I'm pretty sure I played Catherine on PS3, but I could have played it early PS4. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure Shining Force Exa was PS2 when PS3 had already come out. But that's also where you get the danger of, like, you know, like, oh, PS5 comes out, then there's like a slew of kind of PS4 games that come out while the system's like still supported, but like not relevant as much. And you get like bizarre games where you're like, it's an Arc Systems game, it could be good, and then it turns out to be absolute just like, we threw it out there because people who haven't upgraded yet need games, so we figure they'd buy it because it's still a new game. I mean, seriously, PS2 had like so much shovelware games that came out like after the PS3 came out. Although, to be honest, it makes me sad for all the PS3 digital games that, like, you know, small little indie developers came out with stuff, and like the pixel junk games and stuff like that. A lot of them just like disappeared to the sands. Oh, Sasso. Please give me lots of money. Also, let's do this. Stand here. That's good. Because once I burn off my nourishment, I can have another potion. The one that increases my strength. And then hopefully it's just enough to let me mount up. Also, weird thing, with me streaming more, it's really strange that when I go on Twitch to like watch during the day, I've been getting kind of like frustrated when people don't stream, or like, I don't know. Like yesterday it seemed like nobody streamed. Like I had like one person that streamed, and I'm kind of like, I only really like watching them live, so it was kind of like, Although I did watch someone play the new Spyro, or the remastered Spyro, I guess I should say. And that actually looks pretty good. Looks pretty damn good. Am I going to play it? Hell no. Not my type of game. And I've already played through Spyro. And I still have the PS1 one, so why would I bother? Still too overloaded to mount up. God damn it. Okay, we don't need this stinking torch anymore. At least I'm moving a little faster. Remotely. There is a blacksmith in there, but he's always a broke bitch. So there's no point in contacting him. Yep, just walking. Just walking. Also, in kind of retrospect, I don't know how much, like, even though I said it before that I might do it, I think it may not happen of us streaming Borderlands 3, but I don't know. It's all up to how it goes, and if we have anybody else playing with us. And we haven't tested Delirious and I streaming, so I don't know. And holy shit, Artemisia potion gets you pretty drunk. Like, so she could stream and I could stream, or we could do like Twitch squad streaming stuff. But I don't know. Makes me wish I could have like a server in my house that could like directly connect to her PS4 and my PS4, and then we could just like stream on Twitch and YouTube.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
You can.
Take care.
Oh, you buy like everything. Well, since I need money, let's do this. Let's do them by condition. If it's in good condition, can't really repair that. You know what? I don't really care. I won't make that much of a difference. So. He buys some weird stuff. Alright, and I should be able to ride my horse. If not, I'll try to sell him some more stuff. Good. So hopefully the general store is open. We can sell all of our stolen communion chalices and whatnot. Because thankfully, stolen goods only last so long. And certainly lasts not nearly as long as it used to. Okay, that one's still listed as stolen. And that check should be good. I mean, technically I could sell it to him, because he might look the other way about stolen goods. Like, he'll buy one stolen thing.
You look like you've been assaulted.
I have, several times. Thank you for noticing. Here's the stuff I took from their dead bodies. Yeah, I won't need boar's tusk. Ooh, you don't buy the necklaces for anything. Alright, and Master Ota should be able to buy the rest. Because I'm pretty sure you get like the St. Michael's sword or whatever if you get a or a weaponsmith in your city. But I got the other armor smith and his bonus was eh. I think he gives like a high-powered brigandine
I hope I can
with like a matching set. Yeah. You can see I can do that, but he'll say like, oh, I need to do this first and first. Because there is a mission for him, so. I hate when stuff jumps around like that. Yeah, the other guy definitely has better prices. So Signet Ring actually has better charisma. Interesting. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. 2.8k out of his 19k. Okay. Did not mean to do the Bailiff's Mace again. I could equip Golden Spurs, but eh. Alright, there we go. I was like, what the fuck? Don't tell me the game crashed or something. I'm not going to use the Italian bassinet. Let's be honest. Once I put a set of armor on, I'm like, eh. Then I should also sell some of these potions. Just move that to me. Alright, Master Ota, give me more of your money. Also, they tend to get irritated if you ask them, like, I need an armor smith, and then you don't actually have the place set up yet. Kind of like, what? Call me when you get that done, okay, guy? Is the elongated Malcoif better? No, it is not. I think I've said that before. Oh, those golden spurs. Mm. Yeah, it's a difference of like 3 charisma. Hell to the yeah. 4.6k. So yeah, now we're back up to almost 10k. So yeah, that's basically how you make money. As long as you shut up. As long as you sell to the same merchants over and over again, they get richer. And that's the way to do it. Alright, let's have him repair my shit first. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's basically just sell stuff and sass out. And you're standing in your table, Ambrose.
I hope I can be a help to you, Knight.
And I might not even need to, rob Ratai for this. We're doing it legit, boys and girls. Sell a necklace. Yeah, his prices are just better. Not by much, but enough that I notice. And signet ring's worth a lot too. Nice. Charisma 11. 18. Okay. I'll switch them. I prefer the signet ring anyway. Actually... I forgot about repairs.
God be with you.
Ew, no. Wait, do you not buy that?
See you later.
No, see you later. Yeah, I guess I didn't sell that one thing. Richer than the merchants I'm buying from. Ugh, yeah, feels good to actually walk normal now.
Yeah.
So let's go to the other guy. Sorry, ladies.
Yeah.
This guy, who I totally missed. By the way, a lot of these were set up so you wouldn't ride your horse in here. That they're meant as a height to, like, keep people out. You could also put, like, a doorway there.
Almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
I'm about to steal your fancy clothes if you keep that up. There you go. I still have two hunting bows, but whatever. I'm not too worried. Yeah, actually... Ugh.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll go out. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, apparently I yeeted myself into a cart. Come on, horse. Be cooperative. So we will go talk to Brother Nicodemus, who is already our good friend. See? He's a sorcerer. He wasn't here a second ago. Oh, he actually won't answer. He does not have much money. Because I was going to say the other thing I can do is brew potions and sell them to him, but he doesn't have a lot of money for some reason. But I guess because I wasn't selling potions to him.
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh God! How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well, I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.
Take care.
Oh, so not very helpful.
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Johanka said that you might be able to advise.
A disease, you say? How intriguing.
Again, something else that leads you to come to Sasau Monastery to help them out. Because they won't help you out until you do their missions.
I can't say at this point. I need to find out a little more. Tell me, has the whole village come down with it?
No, I mean, not yet. Several households have, around half the village.
Merhoyed? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
Yes, there's a stud farm. And they've all died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. What are we to do about it? Do you know the symptoms?
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So follow me to the scriptorium.
I just won't get any sleep.
So, where shall we start?
Evidently there's something amiss in the digestive tract.
In the what?
The digestive tract, Henry.
Right.
The trouble lies between the mouth and the arsehole.
Uh-huh. Sure. Just so.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in the Breviarium de Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from Salerno, written by one Johann of St. Paul.
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous medical works into the common tongue, so you can still be of use. Study the breviary carefully, and compare the symptoms with the recorded cases. That will guide us. I'll try the proven classics, Avicenna and his Canon Medicinae, and Galen's magnum opus, the Ars Medicinalis.
So I believe... yes, this one.
Where did I put those books?
Yeah, I'll go about that. Okay. Yeah, diphtheria technically does affect animals, but in different ways. Yeah, so it's this last one. Let's see. Yeah, because it should be the last one. So I'll just read it out to make it easier. But there are other ways in which the inner humors are disturbed by the blood weakened. One such is by poisoning, which is manifested by fever and delirium, stomach ache, bringing convulsions, diarrhea, and great thirst. If a person poisoned by gas, for example, in mines near swamps or similar places, these often appear as him on a rash around the nose and mouth. However, the rash does not occur if the poison is ingested through food consumed. Poisoning is not transmitted between humans or animals, but if they all drink, for example, from the same source of water, then people are inflicted as well as animals, the latter often sooner. So yeah.
Can't. I just can't.
I think I have it.
Yes? And what do you make of it?
It's poisoning from tainted water.
Really? That sounds rather unlikely. But if Master Johann of St. Paul's says so, who am I to contradict him? We shall have to prepare some medicine at once.
I could help with that.
Really?
Yes. I know my way around the alchemistic arts.
An ordinary
It was a weird
fellow
show.
knows the arts of physic? Who would have thought it? Excellent. I'll give you the recipe. And you have my permission to make use of the monastery laboratory.
Yeah, I was using it
right away.
quite a bit.
I, meanwhile, shall head straight to, where was it again?
Merhoyed.
Oh yes, Merhoyed. I'll take Johanka with me. She has no equal in caring for the sick. Once you have the medication ready, hurry after me.
Thank you, Brother Nicodemus.
What the? That was weird.
Good luck, Brother Nicodemus.
And to you, Henry.
You can say to question him first, but it comes to a kind of moral ambiguity about doing that. Alright, so I'm not sure which one he wants me to make, which I think it's just called like Merhoyed Cure or something. There we go, Merhoyed Remedy. Charcoal, Valerian Thistle.
Quiet!
Did Brother Nicodemus disappear? Of course, my herb shop leaves. Well, you don't need too much. Let's see if they... I don't think they have Valerian here, but if they do, I'll just pick it. They should have some thistle regrown in here. Back to gardening. Because I think you need to make like 10 of them or 12 of them. Something like that. I mean, which isn't a big deal. And shit, I picked a dandelion, but that's fine. I don't want the nettle. I don't want the mint. Come on. Curse you, nettle. Fine. I think I picked the wrong thing there. Alright, yeah, that's comfrey. And wormwood. Because valerian, I believe, is white flowers. So, either way, we need charcoal, so let's go to the general traders.
Yeah.
The only good part is we only really need to build, like, enough for 4 sets. So it's not really a lot, but it's enough to be annoying. I'll just buy up their lots and then sell it. And where's the general trader here? I believe there's a general trader here and in Sasau. I don't seem to have it marked. So maybe not. Is there actually a herbalist here? I know, the sneaky sound. I remember it's something weird, because I think that herbalist icon, I think, is bugged. But it's like something strange. I think it's the herbalist inside the monastery that you actually can't get to. Also, that was a little taste of that sweet, sweet in the monastery music. Was that Valerian? Nope, vibrate. Doesn't matter, you dumb. You need charcoal anyway.
Yeah.
You need charcoal anyway, dum-dum. Oh, and there's the fresco master. We can't actually use him yet, so there's no point in talking to him. Oh no, it's just a townsman.
Mother of God!
Could you
Can I
stop?
sleep here?
Oh, no.
Alright. For how long?
Just the one night?
No problem.
I thought you'd have another option on top. Okay. Yeah, you just have food stuff.
Bring me something to eat.
Rude.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, now that I'm done sneezing.
Yeah.
Whew. Alright. Come on, stop moving so I can talk to you and don't accidentally steal something.
Terrible. Did someone attack you?
God,
Be with you.
Whoa. Aggressive with that. No. Wait, do you not have charcoal? Oh, you do. Let's just buy... Yeah, just buy 10. We need it for something else later, so... It's fine enough. Well enough. I definitely have the thistle. But you don't have Valerian. God damn it. Damn you! Why doesn't your town have a real herbalist? Okay, let's see if the grocer has it. And then I'll have to try those stalls.
I need a few necessities around the house. That's all for today.
Thanks. Here is your change. Good day to you. What do you need?
I need some Valerian. Hook it up. You have watermelons? I'm just gonna eat a stick of horseradish. Grocers are really like the most worthless shops. I'll be honest. I think she's only has baked goods. Hey!
God's blessings.
Lard, dried meat, and salami. Well, let's buy your dried meat.
Cabbage! Cabbage! Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
Hey, same to you.
God be with you.
You have the same stuff as the shop has. God damn. I know the baker won't have it. Seriously? I meant to grab Nicodemus, but he just like, whoop, 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 I'm leaving. Oh. This is supposed to be the herbalist stall, but since he's gone, I can't buy him from him. Yeah, because before the expansion, there was before Charlatan, there was a person there who just sold herb stuff. So yeah, I think we are bone apple teed on this. So
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all winter. Buy them before someone else does.
Yeah.
we need to go to that garden and hope that the monastery is growing it. Because apparently everybody's afraid of Valerian here. Live a little. Actually, truthfully, Valerian is probably like the most overhyped medicinal quote-unquote herb ever. I don't even think it actually like does anything in medical tests. It's literally just leaves. It has like one ingredient that could potentially work, but they don't know. Oh, those are definitely cucumbers. Some mint. This is garlic, I believe, but you can't pick it anymore. Ah! No, pick it. Picked your entire garden. This is belladonna. So let's pick it. All of this regrows. It's actually what the guy comes out and does. What is this? That is nothing. And look! Grapes! Lots of grapes to keep that winery going. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the reason why I said it kills all the animals is because if you do search, you can find out that animals are dying as well. From what I remember, so you don't need to actually do that. Alright. I mean, honestly, the Valerian and everything else in this, it's probably, the thistle makes you puke a lot, and the charcoal absorbs any poisons you have. Although, funny for a while, that, they thought that, using charcoal is pointless. That it was like, oh, it's an old wives' tale that eating charcoal or whatever helps cure you of poisons or can prevent you from getting sick from poisons. Oops. Found out that was a real thing. Alright, clean water, 1 handful of valerian and 2 thistle and some charcoal. Drop the thistle and boil for 2 turns. Alright. Yeah. So it's, yeah. I already forgot. I read too far ahead. 2 thistle. 2 thistle, 2 turns. But once we do the 1, then I can just quick belt it out until we run out of ingredients.
I can't. I just can't.
Also, a funny thing, when I worked at CVS, we would have, you know, they have their whole, like, hokey vitamin aisle, which most of them are just recycled Chinese newspapers. But a lot of them, like, they would say, like, heart healthy pack includes valerian and all this. And then it would be, like, digestive health. And on the back it would be, like, valerian helps improve digestion. It's like, okay, well, what can't valerian do at this point, huh? He doesn't even crush it up. He's just like, yep. That's it. Okay. Okay, well that's all I needed, but... let's just brew a bunch of them. At least until I get all this charcoal and stuff out, because I believe you can sell it for a decent amount. And also I paid for the charcoal, so the potions, regardless, are going to be worth more than the charcoal is. Okay, good. So you at least make some of our money back. So we can't spend too much more time out and about doing these things, or else Privet Slivets will go bankrupt. Oh shit, my nourishment's really low. But I should be okay. Hopefully. Don't fuck this up for me. Alright. Hopefully I keep my well-fed bonus. I did. Quickly eat some meat. Yeah, I think the remedy sells better. There you are. Did you just call me a puto? Oh, fucking rock. Oh. Were you really all alone? Hmm? Wow. Bold. Oh, also, Is that away? Don't want to spook the people when we get to Merhoyed. Or have Nicodemus think I've turned into a homicidal maniac. Guessing he's in the house.
So, here I am. How are things looking?
It doesn't look good at all, my boy. Do you have the potion?
Yes, here it is.
I'll take 4 doses, you take the rest, and let's split up. I'll see to the Straw family, while you deal with Melikar's wife and the rest. They wouldn't let me go near that prisoner. They want him to suffer. Despite his terrible crimes, to treat a fellow mortal soul like that.
Perhaps I'll be able to convince them. I promised I'd bring them help, and I've kept my word. They must let me go to him.
I hope so, but in the short while I've been here, I've found the locals to be rather stubborn.
Good luck.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped by.
Go away.
Alright, I guess we talk to her.
Watch over you, good night, especially in these dark times. Can I do something for you?
You're from Melikar's farm?
Yes.
I need to talk to the captive.
Oh, no. Melikar forbade me to let anyone near him.
Let's try it another way then?
Good luck then.
It's kind of a weird response. I don't know where Melikar is. Oh, there he is.
We found out what could be the cause of the affliction.
And?
You should check where your water's coming from. Nicodemus and I think that it comes down to poisoning.
It'd be hard to poison the spring, but what about the well? Good lord, that's difficult to believe.
I have my suspicions.
The bastards weren't satisfied with killing young Straw. The fucking bastards!
I brought some help, as promised. Will you let me see the prisoner?
I'll let you, I will. But it's taken you too long, Henry. Half the village have gone to their graves.
I did everything I could. What about your wife?
Still clinging on. But save all the saints showing their mercy, she'll be gone by morning.
Let's hope the cure will help her.
Let's hope so, Henry. And if not, I don't know how to go on. Now open up that shed. Take care now.
Fuck off.
Now let's wait and see what happens.
Mama.
So let's see, don't have to like wait like 2 days or something stupid. If that's the case, then I'll just leave for a little while. Yeah, I still have a ton of remedies for that. I kinda hate vague objectives where it's just kinda like, do things in this area. Like, it's one thing if they're not spotted, but it's another thing if they're somehow like pointed out. You know? So you know, like, oh hey, go help these people, wait this long, stuff like that.
Brother, is that you? We have to hitch up the sled.
Yes, the sled. Just you drink this and you'll be fine.
Is this holy water, brother?
It is. Drink some, and give it to the others in the house too. Brother Nicodemus will come to check on you.
Okay, that's just the rest of his farm. It's weird because you can't just like talk to any person in the house, it's only like specific people. But I think... Is it there now?
Mama.
What are you doing here? Can't you see I have a cross on the door?
Don't worry, I brought a remedy from Sasa. Drink this regularly, you and everyone in the house.
A remedy? You have hands of gold, pure gold, my boy. God bless you.
I should also probably wash myself. I'm just glad there's not some like wonky use medicine on person. Oh well. Okay, those are both the same, so... either way, I'm gonna do this, in case something bad happens. I don't want to lose all of my progress, so... In case, like, the captive dies or escapes or something. I'm gonna be sneaky, and I'm gonna save here, and if something goes wrong, then I'll just revert back. Because what we're about to do shouldn't have any real issue. Wait a minute. Wasn't it like something further up in the woods or something? I remember there's a thing where you find that.
Yeah.
And there's also the same quest in The Witcher, where people are getting sick from the same thing, so... You know, I'm just gonna ride out there. Because we're actually closer to Talmberg if I just ride out there than... if I fast travel. It'd actually probably be more backtracking. Love this. That hill, all the layers. Watch your... Get off my road. I mean, it's weird because I've played other open world games that are like much newer, and this still has... I don't know, it hasn't aged poorly yet. Tiny trees. Now I can afford your stone.
My humble greeting.
About transport.
Yes.
I've got my own merch.
Splendid.
All right.
Excellent. We'll start sending the... See you later.
Okay. Now... Yeah, I probably should have just gotten the meat while I was in Sasau. But... I really wish you could just get it from Ujits or something. Or like Ravna would turn around and suddenly become the champions for production or something. I don't know. But yeah, once we have all the supplies, then building stuff is easy and we can start making profit. I mean, technically we're making profit, but now with the shipments, we're below profit, I believe, because we have to pay for all those products. But I don't know whether... Like, I think it says in the ledger how much they cost on a regular basis. So... It might be more profitable to try to build the ale house, because the ale house makes a lot of money. And if you have dice tables, it makes even more money. Obviously, because you probably slide a little tax on that. Okay, it's not quite dark yet, which is good. Also, I don't know why we're getting livestock when we can hunt animals in the local area. Like... You think you just have like a huntsman village or like a huntsman camp. But I know we're going to have to go back to Merhoyed.
I'll be back in 2 shakes. All right, all right.
Where is this guy? Did he leave? I thought he was in the pub. Oh, no. She has like no groschen. There he is.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
I'd like to buy some livestock. Could you arrange that?
Maybe. What are you after?
Cattle, pigs, poultry, everything.
Starting a farm, are you?
Swords into plowshares? No. It's not for me. It's for the village of Pribyslavitz.
What? For the whole village?
Aye. A few dozen people at least.
Well, no. That's no laughing matter. But it can be done. Although, they might not be the best animals.
What do you mean, not the best?
Well, it's like this. I've got to supply meat for the Lord's table too. And the gentry in Ledechko want the best.
So what's left for me then?
The animals might not be as good as what you'd get somewhere else. I'll sell you older beasts, ones that ain't so fat and the like. Or ones no one wants to buy, because they don't like the look of them. That's how it is. But for that, I'll give you all the better price. Have you got someone to herd the livestock there for you?
I've got a merchant to arrange it.
So we'll shake on it?
30 groschen. You know... No.
I think maybe I should try elsewhere.
All right. Come back if you've no luck.
Good luck.
See, I thought they were the ones with the good livestock. Maybe it rotates? I don't know. Or maybe because I haven't done all the quests for Jahomira. Could be. I know Sassau's is incredibly expensive, and I believe comes with issues. Like where you have to do a bunch of things because they're like, oh, we have to supply for so and so and so and so and blah 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 blah. So let's go to Ratai. And then we'll go back to Merhoyed, then back to Privetslavitz. And hopefully Privetslavitz isn't in the negative. I do wish we had like a mill. Like you could get a miller. Because, like, all the millers are shady as fuck, but it'd be great to find a miller and be like, no taxes for 5 years. And they'd be like, and you don't mind knowing what I do. And it's like, oh yeah, that's fine. You can have a little illicit good trade. Like, come on now. Like, it's really surprising that there isn't, like, shake more hands with criminals. Like, the criminal underbelly is really just, like, 4 millers and a few bandits. Because, like, you'd think, like, you know, you'd have, like, the millers, a few of the tanners that would be in on, like, game and questionable decisions therein. You know, you'd think that would be, like, things that would happen. But I don't know. That's like perfect game stuff. Like this game already has enough in it, but like everything in this world, I can always think of things to improve it. Alright. This guy I'm gonna have to wait on.
God preserve you, good knight. Can I do something for you?
How does life in Ratai suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in, but then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us. Take care.
I thought I'd at least be able to give her alms or something. Although, I mean, I really shouldn't be giving people money. But it's like 5 groschen, and they're like, oh! Alright. Henry will be tired, but we could sleep in Parkstein. Maybe no, because I definitely did Sasau Butcher last time because I didn't want to do Ratai. Because I think the guy in Ratai gives you lip about it. And I was like, well, fuck that guy, and then I went to Sasau. And it is weird that, like, Talmberg is like tiny. It's literally just like a castle, which is just weird. Whereas like Ratai's like a castle town. There's like farms and things outside of it, and like Sasau has like farms and fields, the monastery, like all sorts of stuff. It has 2 millers. A big nope on the tourney just yet. We'll get around to it. And she has a funny mission coming up.
God save. How may I help you? Good night. Good luck then.
Where is your good-for-nothing father? Here's the hired hand. There he is.
What? God save you.
I'd like to buy livestock for Pribyslavitz.
How much do you need?
Well, it needs to be enough to keep everyone in Pribyslavitz fed.
What? I'll give nothing to that lot.
Why ever not?
I won't sell nothing to that Skalitz rabble.
That's why.
Well, you miss out on a trade like that. Supplying livestock for the whole village, exclusive rights just for you. That ought to make up for past wrongs.
Well,
What's all right. The main thing is I got them out of my hair. But I'll set the price. Who'll take them there for you?
I've got a merchant to handle it.
All right. Here's my offer. Take it or leave it.
Deal.
take care.
Yeah, 70 groschen's not that bad. It's actually just a little bit more expensive than it is in Ledechko, so, and it's quality food, so. Because I think all the other options, he's just like, oh, piss off. Because he's a dick like that. Cursor? Thank you. Don't be weird. Alright. Let's make our way all the way back up to Merhoyed. Probably should have eaten something before I went on this trip, but we've been doing alright. I'm sure I can fatten myself up on some of that well water they've got there. Nice diseased water. Oh, here's one of the other events. Oh, this is the one I talked about, the big stone. When I was riding up here before in like episode 3.
Good health to you.
What did you do? You killed him?
Me? What do you mean, me?
You're carrying the murder weapon.
You won't prove it's the murder weapon, but I'll prove I know how to use it.
You were looting the body right here on the road.
What of it? A corpse doesn't need possessions.
I like how she's 003.
It'll be easier if you just confess. I think I should go and report you. Now listen to me. I know what happened. I won't leave criminals to roam the roads.
Oh, really? I tell you, if you try to pin something on me I haven't done, the whole fucking province will get to hear of it.
I think you're the killer.
What the hell do you mean by that? I won't take any more of this. I'm going into town to say you're falsely accusing me. Take care. Help! Over.
About that. I'm a hero. That's also weird that it was saying success on my things, but she wasn't like, I did do it. I mean, I won't not steal from his corpse. Also, I really need a cockerel potion because I'm starting to fade. In case, for some reason, the authorities come after me. Ignore the bloody clothing I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually events happen there. There's sometimes a guy with a bow, and there's a deer there with an arrow in it. Also, let's see. Did I actually get a bounty for that? I did not. I'm a hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, getting away with murder in medieval times would be like the easiest thing ever. Just like accuse someone else. Or say, some woman invited you in, and you thought she was being kindly since you wander the land. And then, next thing you know, you woke up accused of murder, that she is a witch and hexed you, bewitched you with evil sorcery. Then when they say, but she's such a nice lady, and be like, that's exactly what a witch would do. Then bam, you've won. And then be like, oh, to sweet merciful Jesus, I pray to be condemned. I may have been bewitched, but I'll still live with the sin of this woman who bewitched me. And bam, you win. That's the reason why we have modern court systems that aren't crazy. Sometimes.
Yeah.
This is not the way. Like, just follow the road, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I don't think this is the right one, right? No.
Welcome.
So,
Welcome back to the land of the living.
I think we can skip a whole section. Hopefully.
Who are you?
My name is Henry, and I'm investigating on behalf of Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Oh, I see. You'll have an easy job with me, boy.
How so?
I won't give you any problems.
That's sensible of you.
I'm a sensible man. Only I'd like to get it over quick and not keep the Rattay executioner busy too long. If you catch my drift.
I understand.
What do you want to know?
Everything. First, tell me who's behind all this. Who do you follow?
I follow the coin, lad. We all do.
That's not news to me, but who pays the coin?
I got my pay from Runt, like all the men in Pribyslavitz. And Runt got his money from the chief. And the chief had the coin minted.
Who's the chief? The bandit leader?
Bandit? If he heard you say that, he'd have your head on a spike. That's the kind of man he is. Nobody knows much about him, though. Only that he ain't Czech.
So he's a foreigner? German?
Don't think so. For sure he ain't Czech. And he's got plenty of coin. I'd stake my neck on it. He's got noble blood in his veins.
Judging by how he looks?
More by the way he talks. Any man can dress up like nobility, but he spoke all la-di-da, like a lord.
Where's that chief of yours now?
I've no idea. After Pribyslavitz, he ordered us to raid Merhoyed, but he wasn't with us. He went off who knows where. I don't reckon he'll be out of your hair for long, though.
So the chief is in command of all these operations?
You could say. I'd say you're looking at it all wrong, though.
How's that?
You ask who's in charge and who answers to who. Only this ain't some noble court. There was all sorts of gangs in Pribyslavitz, big and small. Robber barons who had their own brigades calling them my lord, and common footpads who hadn't a pot to piss in. Men came, men went. Lots of squabbles, the occasional murder. Old cronies and old rivals were meeting. Know what I mean?
I suppose so.
It was one big muddle. The main thing was nobody asked questions. I didn't give a damn who the chief was or what he had in mind, or whether he had one ball or two. All I was interested in was the coin.
Uh-huh. How did you know about Pribyslavitz? Who took you there?
A fellow by the name of Morgok. We met near Kuttenberg. I was robbing burghers who were fleeing the town from Sigismund's army. We got to talking and he told me about Pribyslavitz.
Why did you attack Merhoyed?
The chief himself gave us the order. I reckon he wanted to show the local lords he was nowhere near finished.
So he's planning more raids?
The chief's always planning something. Pribyslavitz was only the start.
So you knew the coin was counterfeit?
Course I did. I brought those groschen to Pribyslavitz, along with a few other things.
Did you? And where did the forgeries come from?
Like, where were they made? I don't know. Some merchant by the name of Menhart gave them to me. We used to meet at the charcoal piles near Rovna, by the crossroads there. As it happens, I'm supposed to be meeting him there about now.
So Menhart's waiting there?
Might be, might not. He could have heard what happened in Pribyslavitz and decided not to show.
And does this Menhart know where the coin comes from?
How should I know? To me, he's just another link in the chain. I deal with him, and I never ask who he deals with. Just like he knows nothing about me.
I see. So I suppose there's no point asking you if you know any more about him.
It'd be a waste of breath. All he did was give me the coin, and then we went our separate ways.
Who else knows about the money?
Apart from the chief, Menhart, Runt, and me, there was a few others. The men got some real money too, with the false stuff. It'd be suspicious if they only had freshly minted coin.
You said you used to bring other things. What were they?
Letters. Menhart would give them to me for the chief. This time I was taking an answer back to Menhart too.
Have you still got that letter?
Aye. The yokels round here ain't got much interest in correspondence, apparently.
Give it to me then.
I'd be delighted.
What were the letters about?
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be trusted to carry letters, would I? I took them from Menhart to the chief and back. That's all.
That's all I need to know for now.
For now, for the love of Christ, boy, don't let the executioner interrogate me. I already told you everything I know.
That's for Sir Radzig to judge.
Yep, feel that ultimate anime betrayal in the end.
I think old Straw's come for the brigand. Step back from that heathen, young fella.
But you can't kill me. Not just like that.
Shut the fuck up, you weasel, and keep it fucking shut. You don't even get a say. Calm down, Straw. He won't escape justice. After all, he's... Don't stand in my way, Melikar. Let Henry decide. He's the one who saved his life.
Ooh.
He's coming with me. He's Sir Radzig's prisoner, and only Sir Radzig has the right to decide if he lives or dies.
I don't give a fuck about you or Sir Radzig fucking Kabila. That bastard killed my boy, and I'm gonna kill him.
You'll have to deal with me first.
Huh? You wanna have a go? Come get me, you tit. Stop rushing at me. This isn't Counter-Strike. You can't rush Henry. Okay, so I think we're gonna be zoomed to Ratai. I just want to get to Pribyslavitz. Is it that much to ask? Also, dude, betrayal. Serious betrayal. The guy's like, tell me everything, and the executioner shouldn't torture me. Well, about that. You've been a pain in my side. Therefore, no. I don't accept it. Also, I mean, hey, if you're going to tell us something, at least we'll get everything we need to know. I think if you let him go or let Straw kill him, or young Straw's pa or whatever kill him, you can rush out, go find the guy he's supposed to meet with, and there's like a whole big tangle. But I think you can find that guy anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. So he took him to jail. Let's have a sleep in Parkstein. Because Lord knows Henry needs it. You know, honestly, as much as it would suck to kind of be shunned, you could probably still find a wife as an executioner, and then you'd always have a job, pretty much. Because even if, you know, something happens and the local lord is killed, if you're the executioner, unless it's like a peasant revolt, most of the time an invading army would be like, oh, he's just the executioner, whatever. You're kind of seen as like a, oh, well, that's just a dude. Okay, we have plenty of food. Let's get some sleepy sleeps. And then we'll head back up to Pripyat-Slivitz. Oh, yeah. Shut the door. So they fuck off. I guess we'll just go into night. Exactly what I want to do. Travel all night to Pripyat-Slivitz. I mean, admittedly, that's just more money to sell, or more things to sell in the long run, but whatever. I don't know why these objectives keep failing. I mean, technically I was supposed to, but I got, I think, all the people I can talk to, because I gave it to the, like, what, 3 other people? I gave it to Melikar, that guy, so there's probably, like, one more house I missed, but, If one family dies in Merhoyed, I could care less. I don't think Merhoyed even has any significance throughout the rest of the game. I think pretty much at this point it's just a non-point. So let's be a night flyer. But yeah, I think next is definitely Matthew and Fritz getting their mission all done with. So once their mission's done, that's it. Because I don't think there's any way to persuade them out of the mission or the quest that they give you, or that you can choose to avoid entirely and it ends really poorly. And then, or I think like if you persuade them or refuse to go against it or otherwise or fail it, they just like don't talk to you anymore. They're like, we're not friends anymore. So we're gonna have to do that, and then there's, I believe, another small mission in Ujits that's just kind of like a general mission, and then we still have the woman's lot stuff, which I want to at least do Teresa's before we head into like more of the main story. But it kind of sucks because like you don't get anything from it, and it bugs me that you don't. Uh-oh. The fuck, guy? What the fuck is with this bright white smoke? That was actually kind of a neat effect. What did I say about staying on the road?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just a pile of dead bodies. So I think we have to talk to Melikar. I guess because that guy was screaming in the road like a lunatic, it forced us to stop.
Oh! Greetings, Henry.
What?
Melikar, did you really not heal your wife? Fucking potato. Well, I can't talk to him anyway. Hopefully it wasn't like they changed the solution. Because that would be pretty AIDS. And we're gonna get attacked up here, for sure. Wait for it. Wait for it. Time to get my bow skill up. Although I don't think you can hold a bow and a torch, so... what the fuck? Apparently...
Fucking come on, then!
You'll get full.
Porra, yeah,
Down.
You're dead.
Goddamn torch. Not letting me block. Well, anyway. Don't tell me their bodies both rolled down there. Yep. Great. Spiked club is garbage. Oh, that was fun. I really hate, like, doing sword or, like, just mace. That was weird. Only because blocking is a huge pain in the ass. Or, like, if you get hit on the side, unlike with a shield, like, if I get hit on my left side, I can still deflect or block. But without the shield, it's just kind of trash. Also, I mean, now that Ravna has a priest, why not ask people who are in Ratai if they want to go work in Ravna? I'm sure there are farmers who want to get back to farming. I mean, shit, north of Skalitz, there's still a farm just, like, in operation. So, I don't see why. And there's still charcoal burners not far. Let's see what this is. And what game 1 of the season are you talking about, MB? Unless you mean my season. Oh shit. Well armed.
Aye, most weapon. Most weapon.
Fucking. Seriously? That archer just fucked me up. Yeah, I'm pretty much dead. I'm gonna bleed to death. Yep, here it comes. Fucking seriously. How far back are you gonna put me? Because there should have been an autosave. Either when I got to Ratai or otherwise. That was just like, they hit me with an arrow, the guy did like a 4-hit combo, then the other guy came with a 4-hit combo. I mean, I killed the first guy pretty quickly, but that one, the captain with his shield, like, I couldn't, like, I countered him, but for some reason he was like too far away, like the terrain pushed him back, which is a big complaint. Okay, so after I slept in Perkstein. Henry, you're T-posing. So I'm gonna do this instead. So that way, hopefully, I don't have to go through Ledechko. We can just go to Talmberg. But yeah, it's like, it's weird because like swords are longer, but like axes should technically have like a pole axe or a longer axe. Like I understand the maces being short, but I mean, if you try to block, like if you're just using sword and you try to block a mace, it will just like destroy your blade. Or worse, it'll just push right through and you'll kill yourself with your own sword. Like, I don't know. It bothers me that there's not more like destroying someone's sword or just hitting them straight through their block if you overpower them. Enemies can do it to you, but not you to the enemy, not so much. Like, even at strength max, someone will have, like, a fear knot or some other, like, rapier-type sword. But if you hit them with an axe or a mace, they'll just, like, deflect it like it's nothing. Which is a little ridiculous, but I don't know. Like, I like the gang up thing, that it makes it difficult, that you kind of have to do what you're doing. But at the same time, like the one-on-one combat can be a little bit bitchy. Like same thing if you want to use a short sword, like you have to get so close to someone that it's like not worth it. And I realized that with the axes, like all the axes are short axes, which is weird. Like, even the battle axe has a really short haft, which is odd. But, I don't know. I think that's also because they didn't do adjustments for things like pole axes and stuff. Because, like, things like the halberd and other weapons dominated a lot. And especially axes. There was a great... I forget what the show was called, but it was like Ancient Weapons or something. And it was a show with a bunch of guys who were, like, weapon professionals. And the one guy always shit-talked the sword. And this poor dude was like, oh, I don't, a sword and a shield, could destroy someone with just like a little axe. And the guy's like, you want to test it? And the guy starts just going ape shit on him, and the guy's keeping up his shield. And he ends up like falling over, and the guy's still hitting the shield until the guy says like, enough, break. And he's like, yeah, that's how an axe kills you. It's like the rapid strikes will just destroy you before you can do anything. And he also had one with a mace where someone went to, like an idiot, put up a sword to block a mace, and it just, like, shattered right through the sword. I was like, yep, well, that's what would happen. Although, a fun fact is, they did one on bronze swords. And since bronze are softer metal, they actually said that using an iron weapon against a bronze sword is a bad idea. Because what will happen is that like a slice of the blade, or the blade might get sliced by the iron weapon, and will basically shoot at you like a missile. And they're like, so you might cleave his sword and think you've broken his sword, but now you have like a hunk of bronze flying at your face that's sharp as shit. And they're like, now you realize you've made a terrible mistake. Fun facts. But yeah, sword is always overrated. I mean, in this, if you use like a long sword, it can be great, but without the shield, man, it blows. Alright. Where's my bed? Can I sleep in here with you? Yeah, let's cuddle up, locator. It's awfully cold out here in the woods. Also, we have to check the coffer. Although I really would have liked to kill those cumins. That armor stuff is great. I might just do, go to the old herb woman's place and rest and wait for a battle to appear. Because I believe you can sleep and save there, and then... I don't know if they patched it, but you could. And it would make it a lot better, because you could just kind of cheese getting items. Especially once Privet Slavitz needs cash for the church. Alright, let's check the coffer. 4.9k. Hey yourself. So ridiculous that they get like butthurt about. I'm the fucking bailiff. Fuck off. I don't know why they get all... I don't know why they get upset about this. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we have our resources. We are negative 635. Yep. Actually, let's see. What funds do we have? We have 11,000. So let's see what would make us profit. The rat house will cost us more, so that's not necessarily a great idea. You do get an alchemy bench and herb garden, which is nice. Church repairs cost money, and maintenance. So we can build a forge. We have the charcoal, all the stuff. It would make us 500. But it'd be 10 grand total because you need the tools. Bakery is garbage. Butchers would get us to 90. Stables would get us a little bit, but we don't have the forge yet. Guardhouse would actually make us money, but you need the forge and tavern. And we could build the tavern. That'd be plus 500. So let's go ahead and build a tavern, I guess, because we kind of need that. I don't... Yeah. Yeah, so building beehives is good for that, but I don't know what the beehives actually replaces, so let's build ourselves a tavern.
Decided what to build? You've decided? Good.
At least we'll be in the... We should hopefully be in the positive once we finish the dice games and all that. Hopefully. Then we just need like another 10k for the iron or the forge. Truthfully, this is probably where the place used to be with the foundations and everything. And the cold cellars.
We're gonna build here?
Yes. Shall we get started?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
And this is a big-ass tavern, too. It's a little big for how many people we have. See, that's a mighty big tavern. And then we can build the beehives. And then we should be good. Because the honey for the tavern and I think the butcher is a good deal. Plus it's cheap and it makes money. So we're still negative 135. Yeah. Yeah, dice games are 200, brewery is 300. So yeah, we should have the groschen for that, and then we'll start getting profit. So I get back to it. Okay, went a little too far. Alright, so improvement 1 would be the better.
Marius, there's work to be done.
In the dark.
Excuse me? Yep, you're going to sleep, aren't you?
Where's your torch? You can't walk around here in the dark without a light.
Well, I can do whatever I want. Let's get cozy, bitch. So yeah, the brewery and then that should be gold enough to be making some money back. Not much, but it's a start. So basically that chest will slowly fill with money, and eventually you can start just taking from the coffer if you want. That is once it starts making profit, but if you don't have enough money or your town's in the negative, you'll have issues. But if you leave a few grand in there, like 5K in there, even when it's profitable, you can just bring it back down, or just take it all and just drop off like 1,000 or so. Lazy ass guard. Let's see if that was actually considered purchased or not. There it is. No, it was not purchased.
There's work to be done.
Come on, get your lazy ass up.
Good choice. Come with me.
We're gonna build here?
Right here. Ready to start?
No, we're gonna build it in the church.
I'm ready.
Henry's
I'll
a
just quickly
potato
check again that
sometime.
we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
So now we make money instead of importing it. Yep. So you can get free beer from here now. The Privet Slavitz Boar. Which is basically the beer that they specifically or implicitly brew here. Once I find the brewmaster. Also, free chest to open.
God grant you health. How may I help you? God be with you.
Okay, you're not the guy I want to talk to. You are not. Hey, Rook. There it is. So yeah. You can come by and pick that up, sell it, drink it, do whatever you want. Plus, another place to eat. So now hopefully we should be positive. But we want to be making the good cash. Okay, yeah, positive 165. So we have just enough to build. I can either do dice games, but I think you can only do one or the other. And the brewery is definitely the better one. Because dice games... Oh, looks like we can build two. My day was good. Although, it feels like it's gonna rain, but it hasn't, so we're just like, just has that, like, malaise. Yeah, so basically it'd be plus 40 profit to have this.
Marius, there's work to be done.
All right. I'll muster the labor. Come with me.
Oh, I've had the worst, which has always bothered me, is I'll have someone and be like, no English, no English. And you're like, okay. And you're like, what language do you need? And they're like, Espanol.
Right here.
And then if they're trying to, like, explain something or read something to them, they'll just, like, or at the end, they'll be like, no, it's this, and then just say it in English. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Or at the end of the call, they'll be like, hey man, thanks for the help. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, so many people, especially like our Spanish language section, would always do that. Like, feign that they can't speak English, and then it's just like, seriously? Like, this is what you're gonna do now? I had one person that got, like, so angry, they're like, this person isn't saying what I told them to say. And then they kind of do that, like, oops. And you're like, especially when they're mad, it's like, oh, come on now. Oh, yeah. I've heard translators just go on, like, long rants, and I have, like, no idea what they're saying. And the translator's like, you don't need our services. And then the translator will just, like, hang up. And I'm like, oh, damn, you got roasted by the translator. Oh, look at the little cows. We've got cows. Those are my cows. I own the cows here. So yeah, I think every day it does, like, the changeover. So yeah, we only have 500 groschen left. But we're making 205. So we should be good. Our capacity's still low, our income's still technically low, but that'll all change soon enough. Because once we have the forge, which is the next. Yeah. I did have a guy who was, I think he was Vietnamese or Thai, and the translator got on, and the translator had a really thick accent, and the translator was, like, talking to the person, and then the translator just stops and talks to me. It's like, look, this guy speaks zero English, and I'm gonna have to transfer you to another translator, because his, like, dialect I can't understand to save my life. He's like, I understand some of what he says, but I don't get it, what he's saying. I was like, okay. Kind of defeats the point of a translator then. The butcher would also be good, and that's cheap. So that's like another 5k, as opposed to like 10k. So let's try to get 5k. There's actually a pretty easy way to get that. Yeah, I still haven't gotten that. But I think by the next travel I should get there. Because the herb lady's right there. So let's... Oh, actually... Yeah. Well, you get that too with Spanish, but you can usually tell the difference. Because I've had translators where I've been like Spanish, and they get on and the guy's speaking Castilian Spanish. And the person on the line apparently called the translator a pig. And apparently started insulting her when she was speaking to him in essentially Mexican Spanish.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
And I was like, well, at least he got his few words across, but Henry, why are you still stuck in a T-pose? But yeah, a lot of like Islander, like Haitian and stuff like that. Actually, the girl that I worked with, who was super sweet, her family was from Haiti, and she spoke like 2 Haitian dialects. But the company expressly forbid her from speaking and like talking to the customer in Haitian, just because they don't want people speaking in other languages to the customers in case there's like something lost in translation or otherwise, because they want everything to be like by the book. But I mean, the translators fluff it half the time, let's be honest. But she said that like when she's gotten the few people speaking it, that she can tell the translator it's not their native language at all, or they don't understand like word contexts, and it ends poorly in conversation. The more you know. Well, I guess I do have some stuff. Not great prices yet, but well, let's also sell these arrows. Basically, I'm going to turn this guy into my own private Fletcher, since there's no Fletchers in the game. But Henry, why are you stuck? This happens sometimes. Henry gets stuck. By the way, I do like that the time wheel is right above Henry's head, so you don't have to like check the time. You can technically just look on that screen, which is neat. Now Henry is T-posing in the horse. This is the only centaur I will accept. The back half of a horse with a head and human arms. Or technically have it the other way, I mean, if you want. Better wounding arrows are really good. Okay, those are no longer considered stolen. Take a hair of the dog. This communion chalice is no longer stolen. I should move these to inventory. These prices are abysmal, but it's worth it. Because I want to get this guy bankrupt, so that way when I come back, he'll have plenty of money for me. Okay, I'll hold on to the wounding arrows. I'm keeping my powdered unicorn horn. Oh, actually, just to get rid of those. Should not. No, 33 is not that much. Definitely not selling him a necklace or a silver neck chain. Actually, well, I'll see about that later. I'll just sell that. That's fine. Chickens? Alright. No, I don't have that yet, so... Well, hold on. Let's, just go to Merhoyed. There's a good chance we'll get robbed, because for some reason they want to go this asinine path. Because I think that charcoal burners right there is where the guy meets. But the guy's on the other side of the river, so you kind of like chase him down. It's odd. I do find it crazy that, like, we, like, for a long time and, like, you know, develop a good relationship. Well, that's easy. Depends, like, what kind of relationship you're looking for. Like a romance, or, like, the not so romantic, like, people who see eye to eye, who are sexually attracted to each other, or, like, you know, like, one dominates over the other and the other just kind of takes it. Like, it depends how you want the dynamic between them to be. And I think once you create a dynamic between two characters, it all kind of comes to a head.
My respects to you.
How's it looking, Melikar?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. I'd like to thank you again. Everyone is cured.
Hey, look, I failed giving the cure to everybody.
You've suffered enough. We've all suffered enough.
God's truth. You know, the folk here are truly grateful. They'd have you and Nicodemus canonized if they could. They brought me gifts for the two of you. I wasn't keen on the idea at first. We're not left with much since the livestock died.
What, Laharl?
But since you're here...
What?
No. I can't possibly accept that. Give it all back, Melikar. With my thanks.
That's kind of you. I'm glad you appreciate our situation. Things are tough, all right.
What, Laharl?
I understand.
What?
I'm just glad everything turned...
So am I, lad. So am I. Farewell.
Yeah, I think it gives you, like, it's like 100 groschen or something. Like, I sell stuff for more money. But yeah, I mean... Okay. Well, a good thing is if they have a job or position, like how they met, like how that dynamic plays into it, can really help develop it from there. Because if it's like a work thing or if it's like a social thing, it can be like slight passes, light flirtings. Like, my thing is that much like people, it's very important to focus on the things they do and how it relates to what it's going to be in the future. So, like, romance doesn't have to be like, ooh, my lady. Like, it can be just like they're talking, giggles, awkward. It can be like, hey, nice to meet you, you know, and then casual smash. Like, it depends all on... I mean, that's the thing is like, not every romance needs to be like an epic. And I think a lot of people want that, and sometimes it makes for good story writing, but, you know, you can just pepper words in to make it aim that people want the two of them together. Like, you know, like the age-old phrase, she looked up at him. And really you could say she looked up at him, and then everyone knows, like, those two are gonna bang. Yeah. Well, people want that, ideally. Look at how shiny your shins are.
Greetings. What do you need?
I've returned from Merhoyed, sir.
How does it look there?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Skalitz. Unfortunately, time wasn't on our side. A lot of people died in Merhoyed.
God's mercy on them. What about the captive? Did you question him?
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
Fortunately, he survived and I had a chance to question him.
What did you find out?
He was transporting the false coins to Pribyslavitz. He got them from some merchant called Menhart.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Menhart should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers. You go there and put pressure on this Menhart to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Goodbye.
Here's some shit.
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robard, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
What is it?
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one.
You can rely on me, sir.
Good luck, son.
Can you not get enough? Is mommy being mean and not petting you? Are you just saying hi to Kyoto? Ultimate anime betrayal. Yeah, everything's nice and cyclical. Yeah, the way Radzig talks about it is very, very poetic. Like, the way they put his character, he is very much a thinker. Not in the, you know, hard-thinking sense, but more in the, I don't know if that's a good idea, so let me ponder on that for a moment. Oh yeah, Radzig is a very likable character. I mean, at first he comes off kind of arrogant, but that's just kind of his play. Like, some people play it being overly arrogant, but they're really smart and watching you. Like, they know, you know? And again, I don't know why he goes this way instead of going through Merhoyed and through the place. Instead, he goes back through Talmberg and all the way around, which is kind of asinine. But I want to get this timed part down, and then the next part becomes important. Exactly. Like, there's something special about people who play dumb and listen to the room. Like, I love the CIA thing is like, you know, like, if you want to know what's going on, you don't talk a lot. You just sit and observe. Like, that's if you want to know. It's like, talking a lot will probably blow your cover. And they're like, the quietest person in the room is the most dangerous. And they're not wrong. What I'm meant to do is this. Henry's just stuck in a T-pose now. Apparently I have 1.6k. Actually no, a little more. One more.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Yeah.
Good God, what a bloody mess.
Ooh. This keeps up, I might have to buy more lockpicks.
This is valuable. They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind. Someone was wounded here. It looks like another person dragged him off. Maybe there'll be some tracks. This way. Blood. Another clue. I must be going the right way. It looks like blood. charcoal burners. Someone must have seen or heard something.
Okay.
God save you. What can I do for you?
What happened at the crossroads?
What?
I'm a friend of his.
Who?
That fellow you brought here. I need to find him. I have to help him. I owe it to him, you see.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it, just ask Boyar. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Who is this Boyar?
Boyar cracks the whip around here. You'll recognize him by his red cap.
Thank you.
Take care now.
So now we gotta look for Boria. Don't mean to bore ya. Fucking deer creeping up on me like that.
Good health to you.
What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes. Is that a problem?
I mean, I could try to intimidate, but...
Do you have any idea whose wagon it was?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure you've heard of the gang that burned down Neuhof.
Possibly.
And poisoned the well in Merchoyet. They're the kind of men you don't want to get on the wrong side of.
I didn't get on the wrong side of them, though. Did I? The opposite. Actually, we helped them out. And I didn't even know who they were.
What happened?
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere? Is he still alive?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him that.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so talking's a problem.
Where is he?
We've locked him away, in a shed. There.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here. Take the key.
Thanks.
I mean, I could just kill you all and go in and talk to him. But I'm being kind. My intimidating T-pose was enough. I think when I did this last time, I just followed the blood trail straight here, didn't even talk to anyone. But we are going to lockpick this because it's skill points.
Who are you?
Do as I say, and you might walk out of here alive.
What? What's that? What do you mean?
Don't worry about it. Just answer my questions, and I might even help you.
Well, if you say so.
Who is it you work for? Who did the wagon belong to?
To Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. but that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack. Only came to my senses once I got here. I don't even know where here is.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know. I got a beating, and then I passed out.
Do you know what you were carrying in that wagon?
I never asked Menhart that.
Can I see your wound?
Are you a quack?
Sort of. That's a deep wound to the flank and you're still losing blood. You need to staunch it.
Will you help me?
I can try. Tell me more about the night.
Where's the coin?
What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin.
Gah! Where are those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks? They're behind the shed.
That's him! That's got to be that knight!
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Yep. Well, here's a guy. Yep. This guy doesn't fuck around. I should have called my horse here, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I think he went the opposite way, shit. Unfortunately, the cutscene that shows him fleeing was not there.
Damn. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as long as he goes back to the Sasau Inn.
Let's see. 2150. Yeah, that was this one. Catching him has a better result. It just sucks that they don't like start you on your horse or you call your horse or there's like a cutscene, because from what I remember, the cutscene shows him running off and you're supposed to go in that direction, but unfortunately you can't really see him, so come on, where's the fucking road? There's like a little path he takes. There we go.
Yeah.
You cheeky fucker.
Not so brave now, are you, Yone? Ha! Unsfot.
I would appreciate you not cursing in German at me.
Such a waste of young life. I'm over here.
Surprise, bitch.
Du Hund!
Well?
Who is that, David? It seems I have finally met my match.
I mean, you can do this, but...
I want to know everything. Who you are, why you're here, and what you know about the ambushed wagon.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
Assurances? How about this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been at the other end of the sword more times than you can count.
I'll give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has gone quite mad. You had better kill me. I'm finished, anyway. Just as you are.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the service of Sir Radzig Kobyla, Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in common. I also am here under orders from above.
From who?
Perhaps you might sheath that weapon, so that we may talk eye to eye. If we do indeed have a common cause.
Stand up.
He does have good stuff, but he helps out later.
Well, but if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobyla, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Meinhard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you. But first, I need you to do something for me.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzig, then you must know him.
I think I know who you mean. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made. But I do not understand such technical matters. Master Pfeiffer, however...
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me, just like that.
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know, but this does not mean I am at liberty to tell you.
Very well. I shan't beat it out of you. Tell me what you know about the false coins.
Do you know, Passau?
No, what is it?
A city in Bavaria. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating there. They are made from copper plated with silver. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that a family of money changers was involved. They were bringing the forged coins in from Bohemia and sending back real ones. My liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman, so they requested that he deal with the matter.
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
Yeah, he's probably... So... Okay, well, most of it I can't say in YouTube, but to say it the nice way is that bankers in Bavaria in the 14th century had guards, like the Knights Templar and others, who would guard their finance and financial transactions and things like that, and investigate these matters to end counterfeiting and other such stuff, or people who may have stolen from the bank or otherwise. Basically, bank raiders. So yeah. He probably works for one of those many liege lords who are in Bavaria. Or just works for the bank and says he works for a liege, but actually works for the bank.
And what about that wagon? What happened there exactly?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had reason to suspect a connection with Sassau.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down 2, but that Menhard cut the horses loose and rode away.
What next?
While I was chasing Menhard, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could. Before I could catch him, his horse threw him and he broke his neck.
So we won't get anything out of him?
Unfortunately not.
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real coin. Groschen, forints, francs and the like. But now, the sacks were full of counterfeits.
What do you mean about the connection with Sassau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner extracted information from those who were arrested. They told him that the coins were made in a monastery.
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Passau scribe wrote down in his reports of the interrogations.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you. I am Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days. As I am sure you know.
So you're not a knight?
I am a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
All right then, Ulrich. Let's leave it at that. Very well. I'll go and see Master Fayfar.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sassau at the Wagoner's Inn.
Yep. Needless to say, Bavarian banks throughout most of the Middle Ages were not the greatest. Especially because, you know, there's always that thing about the tax man, but there's nothing worse than essentially debt collectors. And beyond that, really dirty debt collectors who really just don't care Yeah, I know I can do her mission, which I could start the first part of her new mission. But I think I want to go to Merhoyed first. I mean, if you think about it, it's smart to take Pripyat because you'd have kind of a base of operations in the woods to set everything up and then go into Skalitz and set up your mining / robbing operation post getting raided. I forget the name of the term, but there were people who would follow behind armies and such, and they'd go and follow behind these armies just to salvage stuff, do criminal activities, like extort people for safe passage. I mean, you have like robber barons and stuff like that, but it wasn't robber barons. There's a very specific term for, and they're not like war profiteers. They're called something else. I don't remember what they're called. They actually say it in The Witcher. They call people that do that a specific name, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But they were pretty common, and some armies would actually turn around and rob those people because it was very profitable to rob them, and you'd have fresh swords and armor and all sorts of stuff. Or sometimes they'd catch up to the army, and it would be a bad day for them because you're a soft target.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say a soft target, a softer target than a stand-up army. That was weird. So let's find a bed to sleep and save. But yeah, you'd get a lot of like mercenaries and people that would just like flood and exacerbate problems, because you'd have mercenaries that would sign up on both sides of the fence for wars, especially in like Europe and like old Lotharingia and Holy Roman Empire. Even though there was like the central power, you know, they didn't have telephones. Everything traveled by letter, so someone could send a letter saying, send the army, our castle's being raided or under siege, and by the time they get there, you know, it's been a month and everybody's dead inside the castle anyway, and the castle's long since been looted before any like real army could be mustered. That's why I always find it strange that like there's this, like in Crusader Kings it makes sense because it takes like months for your armies to muster up and then unite in order to have battle start. But in many ways Crusader Kings is kind of a numbers game when not all battles are really numbers games. I mean, to think that a gigantic contingent of Roman soldier, or not Roman soldiers, Holy Roman Empire soldiers, which are essentially Roman soldiers, just super Christian, went into Scotland and northern England and met the Pikes. And they just battled naked, and the armies were so demoralized, even though they outnumbered them like 2 to 1. Or like, I think it was like 4 or 5 to 1, but because they were naked, they were like, oh, like it's not Christian to look upon nudity. So they fought in the nude, because it surprised the shit out of people. But either way, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to start doing Band of Bastards quests, because the Band of Bastard quests are actually interesting. And this will continue on Wednesday. T-Pose Henry. Let's see, what else do we have in here? 4 is pretty good. Yes. It is a big quest. Oh, there we go. Yeah, better chance of winning with dice. I don't want to lower people's morale. I like how the town theme's going. Berserk is pretty good. Yes, I want Revenant. So, Revenant, your health will regenerate gradually, does not apply during combat. Absolutely amazing. So even during like fast travel and stuff, everything will be built up. And this one, free bathwench services. And let's see. Warfare. Yes, Chain Strike is amazing. Furious is also good. The more you're wounded, the stronger your attacks. It's pretty good because there's another one that makes your everything go up, so it's kind of nice. Like your stamina regenerates faster, so you can just wail on people. Against All Odds is pretty good, but it has a lot of drawbacks. Like the best example is if you have like 4 people and you hit and kill someone, it will automatically kind of like lower your health and stuff. Like your strength, agility, warfare will like drop almost instantly, and it kind of sucks. So when you're down to like 2 people, it kind of sucks. But Chain Strike is a lot better. So if you hit someone like 2 or 3 times, it just gets crazy. So like if you're already kind of overwhelming thing and they're blocking a lot but not countering, you'll just overpower them in like a hit or 2. And mace skills, we can do this one, but yeah, it's like up, left, bottom, right, left. It just doesn't, I don't know. Most of these are just, they're just kind of rough to pull off. I mean, I'll try them a little more, because the Blunt Strike is the only one I found that works real well. But, like, the Slash ones are hard, honestly. Because, like, if they block one of them, your combo's fucked. So the longer you make it, the worse it is. So, screw that. We're bow level 6, though. Do we have any other points? Lockpicking's almost to 15, so that's the thing. But yeah, we'll do Band of Bastards, which should get me enough money to pay for Privet-Slavitz. And since Privet-Slavitz is essentially making money now, I don't have to worry too much about it. But I want to build up a lot of money, build the rest of the stuff. Also because that will get me a Sasau quest completed. And then I'll have absolutely great armor, and I believe you get like discounted repairs and stuff, like heavily discounted. But either way, I thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll put it out on Discord, but probably either Saturday or Sunday, one of those days, maybe tomorrow night, depending how I feel, I will start playing Catherine, because it shouldn't take me too long to beat that. And FYI, I'm not doing all of the Rapunzel puzzles. Fuck that shit. But either way, I will see you later.